Hi guys, we're going to take you on a virtual road trip from Las Vegas around the southwest. We're going to cover approximately 1,000 miles in 7 days. We'll be visiting the Valley of Fire, Zion and Bryce Canyons, Page, Arizona, where we will hit Horseshoe Bend and Antelope Canyon. After that it's Monument Valley and Forrest Gump Point. Next we will head down to the Grand Canyon National Park, where we will join historic Route 66 and stay over in Kingman, the heart of Route 66, and then finally back to Las Vegas. We are now in Valley of Fire State Park. It's about 50 miles from Las Vegas and it took us about 1 hour's drive. The park derives its name from the red sandstone formations which formed from sand dunes 150 million years ago. When the sun's rays hit the rocks, they appear to be on fire. That's how the Valley of Fire got its name. The park has a dry and warm climate, and in the hotter months the temperatures soar off the charts. Needless to say, bring plenty of water if you're planning on visiting. If any of the parks look familiar to you, that's because many movies have been shot here, including Star Trek, Total Recall and the Transformers movies. We think this park is really worth a visit. We're back on the road now, heading towards Zion Canyon. It's about 130 miles and it should take us about 3 hours. We're driving a Ford Explorer. It has reasonably high clearance because when we get to Monument Valley, we want to do the 17-mile drive around the monuments. We always have an SUV because of the large windows and the high driving position. It's better for sightseeing and taking photos. We also like the large luggage space so we can fit in supplies and cases of water for long journeys. Although we love the long, empty roads and the amazing scenery that America has to offer, we try to limit the driving to 3 hours per day if possible. Occasionally we have a longer drive, but we try to plan these before a 2-night stay destination. We're now arriving in Springdale, Zion Canyon. We're staying 2 nights here because there is so much to see. We've chosen the Bumbleberry Inn in the centre of Springdale. We've stayed here before on a previous road trip. We really like it. It's very central. It has a nice swimming pool and a hot tub and wonderful views from the balconies. The view ahead right now is Checkerboard Mesa. The mountains are breathtaking, with warm, radiant colours. Our video really doesn't do it justice. It needs to be seen for yourself. This is the Zion Mount Carmel Highway, and we are driving from the East Entrance Ranger Station towards Springdale. Take your time driving this road. There are lots of places to pull over and take photos or hike. The park is located along the edge of the Colorado Plateau and stretches between Bryce Canyon and the Grand Canyon. By the way, Bryce Canyon is our next destination. The stunning geologic features were formed more than 250 million years ago, and the park covers 229 square miles. It consists of enormous pine and juniper-covered plateaus, narrow sandstone canyons, the windy Virgin River, and many emerald springs and waterfalls. Right now we're filming on our GoPro Hero 7 Black, using a GoPro Karma grip, which we use when we're driving. It's a great accessory for your GoPro if you want to make short videos when you're on your travels, as it keeps your footage levelled and steady. We also use our cell phones, iPhone X and iPhone 11 Pro. We find both phones give us amazing quality videos and photos. Please click like on our video and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also join our successful Facebook group, where you will find lots of advice and tips and stunning photography, all posted by us or our group members. For now, I will stop talking and let you take in the scenery. I will join you again when we're back on the road to Bryce Canyon. We've been driving about 1.5 hours now, and we've covered approximately 75 miles. The journey between Zion and Bryce was incredibly scenic, and we've now arrived in Bryce Canyon. We've reached Bryce early in the day, so we have plenty of time to see all the points. We plan to spend one night here at the Best Western Ruby's Inn. Ruby's Inn is one of the largest Best Westerns we've stayed at. It has a large gift shop and an on-site restaurant, and is very conveniently located for access to the canyon. We're going to drive straight to the top end of the canyon, Rainbow Point, and then we will work our way back down, stopping at every viewpoint along the way. All the points are worth stopping at to take in the view and to take photos. We managed this in about 10 hours, but if you're planning to hike, then you will definitely need more nights here. Today is a perfect day for hiking. The weather is cool and sunny, but because of the high elevation of almost 9,000 feet, the temperature drops at night. We are here in November, and last night the temperature dropped to 10 Fahrenheit, which is minus 12 Celsius. About 180 days a year, temperatures swing between freezing nights and warm afternoons. The major features of the park are giant natural amphitheatres and distinctive geological structures called hoodoos. These are formed by frost weathering and water erosion. An interesting fact is that Bryce Canyon is named after a Mormon pioneer called Ebenezer Bryce, who was originally from Scotland. He became a ship's carpenter and left Scotland at the age of 17 and settled in Utah in 1874. This video includes some of our favourite views of the canyon, but there is so much more to see, with over 65 miles of hiking trails. We have now crossed the state line into Arizona. It's taken us just under 3 hours drive, and we've covered about 150 miles, and we have now arrived at Lake Powell. We are going to spend one night in Page, and we are planning to visit Glen Canyon Dam, Glen Canyon Bridge, and the famous Horseshoe Bend. This is Glen Canyon Dam Overlook. We think this area is slightly overshadowed by Horseshoe Bend, but it is worth taking a look, as there is a beautiful view of the dam and the Colorado River from here. It's about 8 AM right now, and it's a great time to be out and about, as there are no crowds. We have a full day today. First we have our pre-booked excursion to Antelope Canyon, and then we have to hit the road to Monument Valley. This is Upper Antelope Canyon. We were in Page a couple of years ago and intended to visit Antelope Canyon then, but we were very disappointed to discover that it was fully booked. This time we pre-booked it a couple of months in advance. We booked a standard tour, but if you are a photographer, we strongly recommend that you book the photography tour, as tripods are not allowed on the standard tour. The tour lasts about 2 hours, and they pick you up from Page and drop you back in the same location. You spend roughly about 40 minutes in the canyon. We highly recommend you visit Antelope Canyon. We were totally amazed. We have now reached Monument Valley. It took us approximately 2 hours to cover 125 miles from Page. We are going to stay overnight at the View Hotel. Monument Valley is one of our favourite places, and this is our third visit. We like to stay at the View Hotel because the views from the balcony are truly breathtaking, especially at sunset and sunrise. We booked our room a couple of months in advance, and we have reserved a star view room. Watch out for our video of the scenic 17-mile drive at Monument Valley coming soon. This is our second day, and we've taken a drive to Forrest Gump Hill. Best to get here early to get a great photo as it gets busy. Once we're done here, we're going to drive to Kayenta for breakfast, and after breakfast we'll be back on the road again to spend the afternoon at the south rim of the Grand Canyon. It's about 150 miles to the Grand Canyon East entrance, and it should take us 2.5 hours. We are going to hit the south rim at midday, which is probably not the best time to take photos, but here are our best shots. We are now on historic Route 66, and this is Kingman, the heart of Route 66. We have travelled about 170 miles from the Grand Canyon, which was about a 3-hour drive. It's been a long day, so we are staying the night at the Best Western Plus King's Inn. In the morning we plan to have a walk around Kingman and to visit the Powerhouse Museum, and then back on the road to Las Vegas. Our 1,000-mile road trip has come to an end and we are back in Las Vegas. We have treated ourselves to one night in the Bellagio and we have a fountain view room. I will leave you now to enjoy the show, but please don't forget to click like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and please leave your feedback and feel free to ask us any questions.